Congratulations, you made it to Mexico. But before you can hit the beach, you have to get past the final boss of the airport, the customs dog. And trust me, he already knows about the forbidden snacks you packed at 3 a.m. Hi there, welcome back to Open Mexico. If you're planning your first trip here, or even your fifth, there's one thing that can quietly ruin your arrival before you even step outside the airport: your quick bites. So before we get into it, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and let's make sure your suitcase doesn't get you into trouble at customs. Alright, so you've pulled your suitcase off the carousel and you're walking toward the exit. You can practically feel the ocean breeze. But before those automatic doors slide open, you hit the agricultural screening. A lot of travelers treat this step like a minor formality, assuming customs only cares about electronics or luxury goods. But the Mexican government views that innocent-looking leftover sandwich in your carry-on as a potential biological threat. They are aggressively protecting their local agriculture from foreign pests, bacteria, and diseases. The agency enforcing this barrier is called SENASICA. They operate the X-ray scanners, manage the canine units, and have absolute authority over what organic material crosses the border. Their job isn't to annoy tourists or ruin your diet. It's to prevent a single imported piece of fruit from wiping out a local farm. Since their official guidelines can read like a confusing legal document, let's translate how they actually operate on the ground. First, what passes without drama? Packaged industrial food is your safest bet. Chocolate bars, cookies, chips, roasted coffee, and tea. Anything factory sealed, clearly labeled, and obviously not homemade usually sails through. Basically, if it looks like something you grabbed at a supermarket shelf and forgot about in your backpack, you're probably fine. Notice the word probably. Customs always has the final say. Here is a massive catch that surprises people. Even if a product is technically on the allowed list, the origin country can get it instantly banned. SENASICA constantly updates their red list based on global sanitary alerts. For example, a commercial vacuum-sealed pack of jamón serrano might normally be fine. But if there's an active outbreak of African swine fever in that specific part of Europe, it goes straight in the trash. The same applies to poultry products if there's avian flu tracking in certain US states or Asian countries. The rules shift depending on global agriculture news, so nothing is guaranteed. This brings us to the tricky zone. Some animal products might pass, but this is exactly where travelers start making bad decisions. Canned tuna? Often fine. A vacuum-sealed hard cheese? Sometimes okay. A beautifully wrapped piece of homemade smoked sausage from your hometown? That's where your journey ends, for the sausage. Meat products are heavily restricted because they carry real biological risks. Arguing that the meat is cured, dried, or a traditional family recipe will not save it. Same story with dairy. Industrial, sealed products might survive the check. Homemade cheese from your grandma? That's a goodbye moment at the airport. Fresh food is the absolute easiest rule to remember. Just don't. No fruits, no vegetables, no fresh herbs, and definitely no raw seeds. Even a single half-eaten apple that you bought at your departure gate will get confiscated. People often try to negotiate at the counter. They say, "But I washed it," or "I bought it at a high-end grocery store," or "It's just a snack for the plane." The customs officer does not care, and the dog definitely does not care about your intentions. Best case scenario? You stand there watching them toss your overpriced travel banana into a sealed biohazard bin. Worst case? You get slapped with a fine because you forgot to declare it. And honestly, let's look at the big picture. You are flying to Mexico. You can buy a massive cup of fresh, perfectly ripe mango covered in chili and lime on almost every street corner for $2. There is literally no reason to risk a customs delay over a sad, bruised peach from home. Just leave it. Let's take a quick detour into medications and vitamins, because this trips people up constantly. Personal use is the magic phrase here. A standard pill organizer with your daily vitamins or Advil? No one cares. Dietary supplements and protein powders are generally fine if they are sealed in their original commercial packaging. But if you are carrying controlled substances, like certain painkillers, ADHD medication, or strong antibiotics, you absolutely need the actual doctor's prescription, not a blurry photo on your phone, the real document. And please, keep pills in their original labeled bottles. A giant unlabeled Ziploc bag full of random white capsules doesn't say health enthusiast to a customs officer. It says secondary screening. Let's address the actual customs form. You will be asked point blank if you are carrying any food, plants, or animal products. A lot of travelers panic, assume checking the box will trigger alarms, and just lie to avoid the hassle. Do not do this. Admitting you have snacks is not a crime. It simply prompts an inspection. An officer takes a quick look at your bag, and one of two things happens. Either you keep your food, or it goes in the trash. That is the entire process. But checking no while secretly smuggling half a charcuterie board in your luggage? That is how you turn a minor inconvenience into a massive headache. Lying on a federal declaration is exactly what triggers heavy fines and traps you in an airport office for hours. The dog is going to smell the deli meat anyway, so save yourself the cash and the stress. Just be upfront about it. Quick reality check. Trying to hide food is a weak strategy. You're not the first person who thought of putting cheese inside socks. These dogs are highly trained, and they will find it under layers of clothes and optimism. Also, inspections can be totally random. Someone with 3 massive suitcases walks through untouched, while your single backpack gets flagged. There's no pattern you can outsmart. Honestly, whatever you're craving from back home, you can probably find a version of it in Mexico. It's a lot easier than sweating over an open suitcase while a customs dog judges your life choices. Traveling to Mexico should start with excitement, not paperwork panic. Pack smart, declare honestly, and you'll walk out of the airport thinking about beaches, not confiscated sandwiches. Thanks for watching Open Mexico. Don't forget to subscribe, drop a like, and share this with someone who's planning to bring half their kitchen on vacation. This video was made in partnership with Discover Maya, a certified and officially registered travel agency here in Mexico. They'll help you organize your trip, whether you're looking for tours, excursions, transfers, or something more personal in both private and group formats. You'll find an active link to their official website in the description below. See you in the next video.